There we go. Hi, everybody. There's nobody there yet. Hello, everybody. So, anyways, hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Trying to, let me see if I can find someplace. If you guys have any questions or anything, definitely. Hi, Ree. I've got two people. Hi to both of you. Hi. Hope your Sunday is going good and you haven't melted yet, because that's always, it's very hot here. Hi, Kyra. Yeah, it's I'm in California. It's been hot, so not ever fun melting. Kira, okay. I have a niece named Kira. K-I-R-A. Oh. Can't hear me. I don't know why you can't hear me. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Hi, Amy. Yay, Kara, you can hear me. Yay. I liked your video, Amy. That was really cool. That was neat that you and Bill got and Annette got to meet. That was really cool. I love our community. We have such a great Disney community. Well, my outside isn't very beautiful. We're painting and stuff. I'm in my house and it's not a pretty sight. Everything's dying because of the drought and we don't want to waste water and stuff, so my outside's a little, it's not as pretty as it once was. So let me see if I can get it. Yay, now you can hear me. So we're trying to save the water. Oh, how neat. I haven't stayed at the Grand Californian, but I heard that the beds are really comfortable. Yeah, hot. Let's see if I can get back. Oh, did it finally cool down, Amy? Because we're waiting for that to happen. Oh, humid. Humid's never good. Yeah, the sun here can hit you hard. You gotta take a few hours. I think between 2 and 4 it's when it gets really hot out here, so it's always good if you're able to go back to the hotel room and go to the pool or take a nap and just rest back up, because that's the best tip I can give, is between 2 and 4. Just go and rest and get your energy, like just recharge, and then go back out and have fun. Hello. So I just wanted to check in because I don't really do Periscopes much. It's usually my husband, Matt, so. No, I'm actually in Anaheim. I'm probably about 10 to 15 minutes away from Disneyland. Matt is helping by doing laundry, actually. So, yeah. Kind of crazy, the fire situation. That does not help. I don't know why, but we always end up, when it's really hot out, We get into fire season. It is awful, especially for the air quality, for people trying to, just breathe. I feel bad for the people that have asthma. Yeah, mouse rollers. Hot spice like you. I don't. Oh, thanks. Thank you, MS Official. That's very nice of you to say. I don't know how my husband would feel about that. Aw. Hearts are always good. So, I hope your stay is been good. Is this the first time? Yeah, I did too. So, was it your first time, Ree? And what is your favorite part so far that you've liked at Disneyland at the resort? Yep, California Adventure is pretty good. What's your favorite attraction that we have here that isn't at Walt Disney World? Amy, I think you'll probably get out here one day. Yeah, California Screamin' is pretty cool. Mr. Toad's good, yeah. It's just neat to be able to go and walk in I always call him Uncle Walt. But yeah, so it's kind of nice to walk in his footsteps and see the park that he came to be. And I worked there at one point, and that was a neat thing to be able to do, to help carry on that legacy and provide future generations and instill that legacy for them, so that way ooh, have fun, enjoy. Where are you gonna go to dinner at? I worked in food services in Toontown and sometimes Fantasyland. What's great about working in Toontown is that you get a lot of the kids, and so it might be their first time, it might be their millionth time, but you don't know, so you really have to get the magic going for them. So it's always fun to be able to instill that magic and carry on that tradition. So, but oh. So what's everybody up to tonight? Probably trying to not melt. Because that's what I'm trying to do, is not to melt. Oh. Well, that probably does not help with cooling off, huh, Amy? Watching extreme water parks. Yeah. Makes you kind of envious of, like, I want to be there right now. So, exactly. I agree with you, Amy. tomorrow I have to work. So that's always fun. How about you, Amy? What are you doing? Working? I know. Mondays are never fun. It's not my favorite day of the week. Neither is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday is when it starts to get better. Well, that's always good. Pool, going and dunking yourself in the pool for a while is always good. That helps cool everybody down. Wasami, I'm doing good. How are you? Good. Where's everybody from? Anybody? Where are you guys from? I have known, yes, I knew that, Amy. You were from PA. That kind of was a given when you went to, well, not necessarily, because, I mean, Hershey, Pennsylvania is close to a lot of the different states, whereas California, it's like 4 hours to get to Nevada, quite a few hours to get to Oregon, a few hours to get to Arizona. So, not as easily access as PA to a bunch of the little states. There is a lot around. We went to Hershey back in 2011, and we went there. Yeah, that's the stinker part, is there's no Disney, but at least that makes it more magical and fun when you do go. And it's not like you have it all the time. It makes it more special that way. But yeah, we went in 2011. We went to Hershey. We went to some Magic Mountain parks in, I think it was New Jersey, and was it the one over New England? I don't know. And we did a whole bunch of that, and then we did DC. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. My husband is a major roller coaster enthusiast, and him and Mr. Coaster 1 probably would be really good friends. So yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd get to go to Walt Disney World this year, but I don't think that's going to happen. So they're quite thrilling, that's for sure. Oh, that'll be fun. I would love to go to Walt Disney World during December and see it for the Christmas stuff. I mean, here we have Jack Skellington from, I guess they're taking our Haunted Mansion down from like August 22nd to September 8th to put the overlay up, which is really cool. The Haunted Mansion overlay is pretty awesome. Oh, it'll be your first time for Christmas. That'll be fun. Take lots of pictures. Lots of video, lots of memories to be made. It's pretty neat. It's up from, I guess, now the first part of September up until the first part of January. So, yeah. Oh, that'll be fun. The candlelight processional. That's definitely going to be worth it right there. If you do anything that trip, that is definitely what you want to do. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if it, I mean, I think it's the same thing that they read everybody says almost the same thing, but it's worth just going. It shouldn't matter who the speaker is. It'll be awesome either way, and you'll really enjoy it. It's definitely worth, it's an experience. I know that's something that started out here in California, and then it worked its way to Florida as well. So, it's something that's very special and unique, and they have the cast member choir that sings. He's actually really good. I think he's done it before. I know Dick Van Dyke has done it. John Stamos, I think, has done it. A lot of people have done it. I'm excited for you, Amy. You guys are going to have fun. A lot of the actors that they get to do are huge Disney fans. But yeah, John Stamos is a huge Disney fan, just like Neil Patrick Harris. When I worked at Disneyland at the Big Thunder Ranch barbecue before its third incarnate, it was the second incarnate, back in the early 2000s. Funny story, Neil Patrick Harris actually came through our line and all the girls went gaga over him, and he had his husband that he was there with now and a girl. So I'm assuming that lady was probably their beard, if you will. But he was really nice and very sweet, and just a very nice guy. So yeah. It is, isn't it? Technology is wonderful. Yeah, I like chatting with you too, Amy. This is really cool. I just wish other people that we Twitter with would be in here too. It's another way to get to know each other a little bit better. That's for sure. I'm holding. Not going anywhere. Aw. Amy, you're so sweet. I was trying to figure out how to do that, and I'm not very good with the technology. I know, I think Extra Magic Hours is... I think Extra Magic Hours is tweeting, or not tweeting, periscoping the tree lighting ceremony at Animal Kingdom, I think. So there's people probably there watching that. That's probably more exciting, I'm sure. So... Plus it's what, 8:30, 9 o'clock over in your area? Yeah, I wish I was there too. Oh, Pierre says hello. Oh my, almost 10. Oh boy. Yeah, it's, what time is it here? It's currently 6:50 right now. So, almost 7 o'clock. I love that we have such a great community on Twitter. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're not tired, because I know I slept in a bit today, so. Hey, Mr. Flick. Good morning. Hello, Captain Howdy. Some of these names you guys come up with for handles are quite interesting. Thank you for the love, all the hearts. Look at all the hearts. Hello, Samantha. I am 38. I would think that I think I'm nice. Oh, okay. 77. Many, 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 many moons ago. Oh, you're just barely legal to drink. I remember when I was 21. That was many moons ago. I'll be 39 in November. Who's a liar? Oh boy. Hello. Hello to everybody who's new. And that goes that way. Hello. Yep, me too. I know, right, Amy? I know. Life isn't all about all that stuff. But my name is Kory with a K. And I'm watching the Love Boat with the sound off. Because that's what's on me TV, and sometimes it's nice to watch the old school shows. It's nice to meet you too, Captain Howdy Howdy Hi. So that's what it reminds me of. Howdy Howdy Hi. I like that. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that movie all the way through. Some movies I can't, yeah. Amy, you crack me up. I love that. Yeah, some movies I just can't put the stress on my heart for, because, you know, like we didn't see Jurassic World because I've invested 3 Jurassic Park movies and it's was stressful enough then. So if you want, if you're going to be a howdy, howdy, hi, nice guy, you're more than welcome to follow me. We're all about fun and clean fun and making new friends. That's good. It's good to be a nice guy. I married a nice guy. It's nice to have gentlemen in this world who open doors for young women or old women or middle-aged women or any woman or even man. It's nice to have manners and say please and thank you and just be nice in general, and we need to have more people like that. Help the old ladies across the street carrying their groceries or helping them put their groceries in their trunk. You know, it's nice to have that. We need to have more nice people in the world, because then the world would be a better place, I think. We need to have love in our hearts for all of our people. Who's a little rude? I think oh, yes, they can be. And you just be nice anyways. Because they probably have family members that don't probably see them. And you want to be the nice in the world. Because you never know. That might be what they need. Is to have someone be nice to them. Because you being nice is your character trait, showing how good of a person you are. That reflects on you. You kill people with kindness and love. Because we're all on this journey and we do not make it out alive. So we have to be nice. Everybody has a journey. Some is a little bit more difficult and others, and so we don't want to make it any more difficult for anyone else. So maybe sometimes just being nice to someone, that might melt their wall that's up and melt it just a little bit. So that's all. You just be nice. That's why you don't expect anything in return. You just be nice and be a good person, and you give love and love will come back. I don't know, I don't watch Games of Thrones. Sorry. Maybe when I can just binge watch. Just like I don't watch The Walking Dead either. Ooh. Again, I know. Too much stress. But I'm not a big zombie person, but I love, like, when we go to like Hollywood Horror Nights. I know that's what I hear. But when we go to the Hollywood Horror Nights, I love the Walking Dead mazes. They do a phenomenal job. So maybe one day. I don't know. Again, I think I want to be able to binge watch all the seasons and go, if I can watch 5-10 episodes a day and do it that way instead of having to wait for the next season or episode to come out. Maybe. I've got bowling. I joined a bowling league, and I've got another thing that I do during the week that's a commitment, and so my time is kind of limited, and then my other 3 days I'm just kind of get emotionally drained and gotta recuperate from the other 2 nights. So, and then we go to Disneyland at least once a week. So I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry. Yes, Disneyland is fun. It's nice to be able to forget your worries and just go, oh, what's up? Well, the ceiling is up, the sun is up, and it's been making it hot, so it's going. It's Sunday. It's almost the end of the day. What do I do? Well, right now I'm just sitting on the couch having a conversation with y'all. Yes, I do work. That I do not like to give out, but I do work at a reputable company. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not gonna flash. Hello, Ricky Ricardo. I am a California native, born and raised. All right, I know exactly where that's at. I actually go visit in the unincorporated Whittier once a week. What? Part 2 of Disneyland's 61st birthday. I took quite a bit of footage, so I think there might be possibly 4 parts. So Tuesday will be part 2, part 3 will be on Thursday, which I have to edit, and then again Tuesday and Thursday of the following week. So yeah, I decided to change the days to Tuesdays and Thursdays, which are the days that I'm not here, but it's easier to post 2 a week as opposed to 3 a week. So then I'm not going stressors for trying to get them updated or uploaded. Well, I think until we get used to everything. I mean, I've had that channel since 2010, and now it's, you know, I finally have taken an active interest. I just would upload stuff here and there from our trips, and then realize that maybe I should, you know, maybe do something. Yes, YouTube. I have a YouTube channel with my husband. It's Schultz Fam. We're very little. We only have a few subscribers, like 86 I think we're at now. We're in the beginning phases. Yes, I'm glad you're one too. It's not that hard. Do you have an iPhone? What kind of phone do you have? See, you have iMovie, so just I would suggest film on your iPhone for the time being until you get comfortable and edit in iMovie and then upload from there onto your YouTube account. Start that way, and then eventually you'll work your way up. I have a MacBook Pro. Yeah, iMovie. It's free with your phone. So, whoa. Sorry, my arm got a little tired. But try that first and just edit and do that, and then work your way up. iMovie is really easy to work on. That's what I use. So, because I need the editing for dummies, to be quite honest. I need something as easy as possible. Yeah, you can put music in the background. What I do is I download music, the free music from, see, Movie Maker's good too. I don't know that much about it, but I'm sure it's a good program. Because I think I used Windows. Is it Windows Movie Maker, Amy? Because I think that's what I started out using, and then yeah, just throw all your clips in, pictures in, but yeah, just start videoing on your iPhone and then put it together in iMovie. But I download the free, no worries, I download the free music from YouTube that is not copyrighted, but that you can use without worrying about getting a copyright infringement or whatever against you. And so that's what I use, and then go from there, because if you want to monetize, which it's not a lot of money, it's very minimal, so just that way at least that's something. But I've had to learn a lot of this stuff on my own. Yeah, I would call them YouTube celebrities. I mean, I think anybody with any kind of fame, if you will, or notoriety, if you will, that's kind of a celebrity. They're internet celebrity. There's different kinds of celebrity anymore. YouTube really is blown it out of the ballpark, if you will, to give people an opportunity. And I look at Lindsay Sterling. She couldn't get, a record deal to save her life, and then she turned and put her stuff onto YouTube, and now she doesn't need a record label. She can do it all on her own. So, everybody has a positive message, I think. Most people have a positive message. Everybody's on a journey, and it's nice to hear other people's story and see their journey. And this world is really a small world when you get down to it, and you'll find people that are your people, that are part of your tribe, that understand you and want to support you and see you succeed in this world. And sometimes it's hard to find that when you're from a small town, or but it really is. The great thing about the internet is that we find our tribe of people that we relate to, and it makes this big world that's so scary and so far away so much smaller and connected. Yeah, definitely. We've found our tribe on Twitter. There's a lot of us that are big Disney nerds, and so we all support each other, and positive vibes, and making new friends, and we want to see each other succeed, and I love that. I love that we have that. Because I'll be honest, some of the people that I work with, like even, 5, 10, 15 years ago, give me a hard time. Oh, you're going to Disneyland again? Well, that's what we do. That's, keeps us out of trouble. We don't really drink. We don't, we don't, it is what it is. It's a piece of who I am. Because there's all these different pieces that make us who we are. So, and the bottom line is we need to be kinder to everybody and include everybody and not exclude someone and love on them. Even if they're being a douche canoe, we still need to love on them. That doesn't mean that you have to be their best friend. It just means just treat them with some respect and dignity, and eventually, hopefully they'll understand and they'll get it and they'll come around. Because maybe they never had that growing up, or they never, for whatever reason. You'll find your people. Did you just move to the Whittier La Habra area, or have you always lived there, or? From Costa Mesa. So did you move with your parents, or are you out on your own, or what caused you to move from Costa Mesa to the Whittier La Habra area? Do you work near there? Because Whittier La Habra is kind of in the, takes a little bit to get to the freeway. Yeah, I can understand that. Sometimes it's best to get on your own and do the best that you can, and that allows you to grow as a human and figure out who you are and let you grow. Now Andy Griffith is on with Little Opie. No worries. If you need to call him and talk to him, then definitely that's more important. Yeah, it's a good theme song. I agree. Why are you so kind to people in here? Because that's how you should be. You should be nice to people. That's just what you should be. Yes, I've been to several places outside of the state. Been to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, West Virginia, I don't know. Been to DC, went to wherever Washington's, Mount Vernon. I've been to Mount Vernon. That's whatever state that is. I can't remember. Memory's not so good. But I've been to Florida and Wyoming and Utah, and I've been kind of all over. I've been to Haven't been to Hawaii, haven't been to Alaska, so. Yes, Vegas does count. Because it's in Nevada. Even though it's 4 hours away, it is out of California. I want to go to Hawaii too, but I hear it's kind of humid. But if you can handle, yeah, there should be more kind people. The only outside of country I've been has been England and Wales, and then we did a cruise to Jamaica, Haiti, and Mexico. So that was quite a long time ago. Haven't really been on anything fun lately. Hawaii would be nice. But Brazil, I'm sure, is pretty fun. But yeah, there should be more nice people. We need to connect in the world with people. We need to, when we see them, we need to make sure we make eye contact and smile if we see somebody out. You don't know what kind of a day they're having. And just a smile or eye contact or saying something nice to them might actually turn their day around. You don't know if they're in the throes of depression and they're contemplating suicide. You don't know. You don't know if they're having a horrible home life. You don't know any of that. And we should be more kind and gentler to everybody in the world that we're here. So. But, love, love, love. That's all I can say. I know. Until somebody actually works in the hospitality business, do they not understand? Whether it's being a waiter, in the serving, whatever that may be. Yeah, they don't get it. Until they actually have to do it, they don't understand. And it really irks me when somebody doesn't leave a tip. Either you can afford to go out or you can't. And when you go out to eat, if you don't have enough to leave a tip, then you shouldn't be going to a sit-down restaurant. You should be going to a fast food place. It is what it is. And you should not treat anybody. I don't care if you're a janitor or if you're the CEO. You treat everybody with the same respect and dignity. We're all human beings. We're all brothers and sisters in this world. And we need to have love, 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 love for our brothers and sisters. And I think some of our parents are not instilling these values in their kids. Credit card tip. Yeah, I do have birds outside. Credit card tip? What kind of a credit card? Well, if you leave a tip on the credit card, that's one thing. You're still leaving a tip. I'm just saying if you're not able to leave a tip, you shouldn't be going out to a sit down. You should be going, to fast food. Because that's part of it. You're paying for someone to bring you your food, and even for the bus boys. They have to leave a tip to the bus boys too that are cleaning everything up. Oh no, they have to receive it. Because if you put it in there, then they have to. Because really, if you think about it, the servers and like the waiters and stuff and waitresses, they get paid minimum wage. Maybe sometimes below that. And then they live off of the tips. So it's very important that we take care of them because that's what they're going to get. But we need to remember that we're all brothers and sisters and that we should all love each other. You're welcome, Amy. I look forward to talking to you soon. You have a great day, okay? Sweet dreams. So we do need more nice people in the world. And if that's what we can do, then that's what we can do. Because we can only be responsible for ourselves, right? And anytime we say hi or smile to somebody new, that's, you know, that's the least we can do. I want to make this world a better place, and sometimes the smallest things like that is what we can do to make the world a better place, and make sure that we have integrity, and we, you know, if we make a mistake, we own up to it and say, hey, yes, I did do that, and yes, it was wrong, and I apologize, and I will try my hardest not to have that happen again. Because we're human, we make mistakes, but it's what we do with those mistakes that define our character. Any other questions? I have 2 left feet. I can't dance very well. I just was not given that gift to dance. Well, I think my arm is getting a little tired, and it is getting a little bit late. Yes, it was nice talking to you too, Captain Howdy Howdy Hi. That's how I'm going to refer to you now. And you have a good evening. Make sure you call your pops back, and hopefully everything will work out. And I'm going to take off too, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good evening. Night.